Today we are making my keto turkey chili, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. If you're new here, I've been on my keto weight loss journey for a little over 2 years and I'm on my quest to lose 100 pounds. I have since lost 93 pounds, so we are 7 pounds away from hitting my goals. So if you want to see me reach my goals, make sure to stick around. So today's video, I shot some footage, I would say, a little bit of footage and a lot of pictures of me making my keto turkey chili. I can't remember where I got this recipe from. I got it really early on in my keto journey 2 years ago. I made it a lot that first year. I froze it a lot and pulled it out in single servings throughout the time. So it is a really delicious recipe. You can make it with ground beef or ground turkey. It's totally up to you. You can even combine beef and sausage or turkey and sausage if you'd like a more spicier chili. But I'm going to tell you how I made this, so check it out. All right, first things first is I'm going to give you the recipe for this chili. It is so delicious. I started off with 2 pounds of lean ground turkey. Like I said, you can do ground beef or ground turkey. I like to keep it as lean as possible. I did chop up 1 medium sweet yellow onion. I used 3 teaspoons of minced garlic, 1.5 cups of diced celery, 1/4 cup of each yellow, red, and orange bell peppers. You can use green as well. I just wasn't interested in getting it this time around. I did add, the recipe calls for 1 cup of beef broth, but I ended up putting 2 just to make it more soupy. I did a can of the Rotel tomatoes and green chilies, a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, and 3 tablespoons of chili powder. My husband did say that it had a little bit of a kick, so if you don't like it super spicy, you can reduce that down to 2 tablespoons. I did 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, a dash of paprika and cayenne pepper, your choice on how spicy you'd like to have it. The first thing I did for this recipe is I sauteed all the veggies first. So I put the onion, the diced celery, bell peppers all together in a pan and sauteed that until they became a little soft and translucent. After I saute the veggies, I put that into my crock pot on low, and then I start to saute the ground turkey. Now, one of the things I noticed about this recipe is it didn't have extra seasoning for the meat, so I used my paleo seasoning and used that to season the ground turkey. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it too salty or throw the taste off, but it ended up coming out great. So after I browned the ground turkey, I then add that as well into the crock pot with the sauteed veggies. I personally did not drain the ground turkey because it was so lean. It was basically a ground turkey broth, but you can decide to drain it if you feel like. The next step of this super easy keto chili is a dump and go process. I literally dumped in the remainder of the ingredients, which was the tomato paste, the Rotel, and all of the seasoning into the crock pot along with the beef broth. Again, the recipe called for only 1 cup, but I did add 2 just to make it more soupy. And then I put it on low for 4 to 6 hours. Next up is the keto cornbread, because you can't have chili without cornbread, right? So in an 8x8 glass baking pan, I combined all of these ingredients and poured it into that pan. The ingredients are 1.5 cups of almond flour, 1/3 cup of the confectioner's swerve, 5 tablespoons of melted Kerrygold butter, salted. I have 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And that is it. There is no special drops that make it taste like cornbread or anything like that. This came out absolutely perfect. I cut the square pan into 9 individual servings, and the macros for these are 195 calories a square, and it comes out to 4 total carbs per square, 7 grams of protein, 18 grams of fat. So those are the macros for our keto cornbread to go with our keto chili. So now for the macros on the keto chili. I basically roughly estimated that this recipe gave me 8 servings. Again, it might be 8 really big bowls. You might be able to get more servings out of it, but out of 8 servings, it ended up being 293 calories per serving, 10 total carbs, 34 grams of protein, and 14 grams of fat. Now you can top it with whatever you'd like. I personally love to top this chili with the Daisy light sour cream and some Colby Jack cheese. You can also add green onions. You can eat it with the cornbread or skip the cornbread and eat it with the cheese wisps for a little bit of cheese and crunch. But enjoy this recipe for the fall. And that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've not subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button now. Leave me a comment. Have you made a version of this keto chili? I'd love to hear about it. What kind of different changes or substitutions did you add to yours? Post it in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.